Thank you, welcome. I know today is last day for CCW, but thanks for staying with us and spending some time. I know I'm standing between you and the lunch, but I promise this 45 minutes will really worth it and much better than your lunch boxes later on. Okay. So today we're going to talk about how can you speed up time to value using Amazon Connect. My name is Jing Zhang. I think I see a lot of familiar faces, my customers in the audience too. Yes, we work very closely with you. And my day-to-day job is to work with customers and partners and make sure we will be able to deliver the value you want to get, meet your business requirement, and also get feedback to the service team. So you can use our feature when you need it and get a full utilization and ROI out of it. So today I have my co-speaker, Robert, and Randy with me. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Awesome, thank you. Robert Killery, I'm with NeonNow, which is an Amazon Connect partner that truly accelerates your journey to the contact center with Amazon. We specialize in bringing you the features, the services, and the capabilities to get you up and running quickly and to keep you innovating throughout your journey with Amazon. Randy?
Hi, my name is Randy Stern. I am with Roadside Protect. We are a national roadside assistance company, similar to that of AAA, but we are B2B2C, we're white label. I've been in the contact center space for the last 25 plus years. Within those 25 years, I've been associated with systems on Avaya, Verint, Five9, InContact, and Amazon Connect. Glad to be here and meet all of you today.
Thank you. And Randy eventually chose Amazon Connect.
Yes.
Thank you. And I know a lot of you in this room also, thank you for being our loyal customer and our partner. And so today, we're going to cover several topics. First of all, I'm going to give you an overall review of Connect, just in case we have anybody new to Connect in this room. And of course, some new things, the revolution things we just talked about is unlimited AI with Amazon Connect. I'll touch a little bit more. And also, I'll let Randy to share how does Roadside Protect achieve 1,000% ROI with Amazon Connect and in NeonNow. It's not wrong, it's 1,000%, not 100%. I want to make sure. Three zeros, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then Robert will talk about how NeonNow will be able to help customers to deliver the ROI and the speed to value as well, and the programs, how they get you easily started. And of course, hopefully you have about 5 minutes for more Q&A, asking questions live. And you can ask whatever questions you have to me and also Rob and Randy. All right? So first of all, again, in case you are new to Connect, right? Connect is the cloud contact center solution, and we'll be able to deliver a seamless experience across your customers, your agents, your administrations, your supervisors, your managers, and leadership, right? So what really makes it different is because we are the one application. That means we cross any channels, you have a unified analytics, unified routing between different channels, and unified context and the insight you can get. Now you'll be able to make sure that we'll have an overall full picture of view how your operation is. And you can use those data with your other applications to make it even better. Okay? And we only charge by usage. You know, everybody knows, right? We charge by usage. That means it fits to customers, very small customers, less than 50 agents. We have seen that. Or extra large customers, like tens of 1,000 customers. And Amazon.com is our customer, the biggest customer in the world. So with that, what are the details about all the things we offer as one application? First of all, we want to make sure your customer will be able to use Amazon Connect to reach out to you in the way they need it, right? Even their switching channels will keep the same seamless experience, same context, so they don't have to repeat themselves and get the best value out of it. Same thing for agent. Right? Agent will be able to use it as one workspace, be able to click through different process using the guides without having to figure out themselves. And also be able to click all the third-party apps in the workspace, so you don't have to go to other applications to. You know, average number of agents have to click in the industry average is 15 to 18 applications every day. So we want to avoid that to improve agent productivity. And of course, all this is managed by the orchestration layer, which means unified routing. We have the one flow engine to be able to route between different channels and different agent process, and even after call, et cetera, and triggering actions to automation, which is where we're going to talk a little bit more with Randy and Robert as well. And of course, we'll be able to use communication channels, voice, chat, web calling, and also SMS and the tasks. A lot of people don't know tasks. Robert will also get that a little bit more. That's your engine of automating your backups work. So it's an amazing new tool, the amazing service you can leverage. And then, of course, we'll be able to get a little bit more data, right? Contact history, your customer profiles, agent activities, all those come together. But most important is unified analytics on the other side, right? Now you go horizontal, you go to vertical. We have end-to-end analytics from self-service to agent engagement to post-call and contact. And overall, across all the channels, is wide and deep, right? You get the full picture of analytics, and now you will be able to figure out what is the best action you will be able to take to optimize operation. So that's pretty much what we will be able to deliver. And for the optimization, you can see conversation analytics, right? Tell you what your customer, why they're calling you, and what they're looking for, most importantly. Also, agent performance. Who is your best agent? And how can you deliver the exact training your agent needs to make sure your coaching is effective? It reduces the training time. And same thing, using a machine learning will tell you what's your workload. Not only just your forecasting, but also in the next 8 hours, if there is a contact volume going to go up, we'll tell you, you might see contact volume go up 20% in the next 8 hours, but why? So now you can take a proactive action against it, versus you just say, oh, what am I going to do? You tell me that the data, and what am I going to do with it? So that's really the vision, how we want to deliver as an overall solution. And then let's take, I know there's a lot of busy slides in the busy service on the first slide, but let's chain it into the example, right? How the agent journey goes. Starting a customer has a problem, right? Have an issue, like roadside protection, everybody have experienced it. You have a car problem, it's called in. First thing you need to do probably is self-service, right? You comes in, and this is where we'll be able to using self-service, not only be able to, I mean, a lot of people get IVR, you talk to people, but we also be able to listening to it, recording it, and also give you recommendation to the self-service right there. So your IVR, your self-service will be much more smarter because we put the knowledge base information into your IVR. Now you get the right answer right away, and then your containment rate will go much higher. And of course, if there is an agent needed, then we'll route to the right agent at the right time, and the agent will be able to get the context from the self-service already. And they also, there's a smooth transition from your self-service to agent, and agent get all the context. They also keep learning about all the other things they have to deal with. Same thing, contact lens now is listening to a conversation in real time, pushing the recommendations to agents. Give you the better recommendation. If the customer is complaining something, maybe you give a VIP experience or promotion. So those are the things that can help you not only solve the problem, but also upselling and cross-selling different services. Of course, let's say agent solved the problem with all the assistance in real time with AI, now agent close it after call, right? I know a lot of times after call it could be expensive too. How can you reduce after call? That's where we're going to touch too, right? How you automate after call, some ticketing creation. How would you be able to do call summaries automatically? And so all those will be there. But AI does not stop there. Even the contact is already completed, right? Now you have all this data across the whole team, and how can you detect the trends of where you want to focus on? So that's where you got to be. What is your voice of your customer? And what is the key call drivers drive your key KPIs? For example, what are the topics cause you most the contact volumes come in? Or what is the key topics cause your agent take the most AHT to handle the call? and more transfer rates. Those are key things to tell you where you need to focus on to improve performance. The same thing, call metrics, sentiment, forecasting, and also process automation and agent activity and performance. So all those things is not only about data, and we also give you the action, so you will be able to feed back those insights back into your whole process again. That's a continuous improvement. Let's say, what is your new self-service use case? Because they always pop up. If you don't monitor it, you don't know. What is a new self-service case? What is a new process you can optimize using the routing information? What is the new training you need to put with your agent? And how can you improve your knowledge base? All those things comes with 100% monitored analytics. Okay? So now we get the last slide I will present is really about, okay, you see, now you want to enable a lot of AI services. You normally don't have to do it all, right? I see customers do with self-service, agent efficiency, or optimization, right? Workforce management, quality management. But we want to offer all this to you with one all-inclusive pricing too. So make it no friction to adopt AI services. As long as you adopt one, all the rest pretty much come as free comparing to a la carte model. So we want you to be able to adopt AI without friction. You don't have to think, oh, I need to do this use case, but not that use case because it's too expensive. Right? I only want to do 30% of a contact lens because, if you only give me 30% of contact data, how do I detect the trends? How can you risk not missing those important escalations, compliance violations, right? We need 100% data. That's why this Connect with unlimited AI enable 100% minutes on all contact center, all contactless analytics, evaluations of your agent, 100%, screen recording, 100%, workforce management, 100%. Same thing with your self-service, Lex, your Gen AI-powered QIC, which is agent assist for agent assist, and also our Gen AI-enabled self-service. So all those services I just talked about, they're all in one place. As long as you pay 1 minute voice in the pink boxes, you get all the purple boxes for free, included. So that's how now in the future you adopt new features. You don't have to, oh, I need to give my procurement notice, I need more money. No, you don't need that anymore. You can try those new innovations as much as you need it. Don't worry about the budget. Okay, and it's also future-proof because we keep adding new AI features into it. Whoops, I have another slide.
We'll let you.
Oh yeah, overall, I'll give you really quick. Overall, our goal is, I want to help you achieve your business value. No matter it's a cost reduction, improve in performance, CSAT, or reducing risk or grow revenue, all those AI services will be there ready for you once you adopt unlimited AI. So, please go with us along the journey, and everybody knows how supportive I am. I'm 24/7 on call for partners and customers. But then I'm going to hand over to Randy to talk more about how Roadside Protect benefits from the different AI services. Randy?
Awesome. So as Xing said before, I did recommend Amazon Connect to Roadside Protect. I started at Roadside Protect in July of 21, but back in the fall of 20, I was asked to give a couple of providers that could do cloud-based ACD work and call delivery, and I said Amazon Connect, hands down, was the most reliable out there. So with that recommendation, in December of 2020, Roadside Protect took their first call on Amazon Connect. 3 years later, Roadside Protect started its relationship with NeonNow. We're going to show you a video about our relationship and what that's been like over the course of the last year.
All right. Is there audio in it? Sorry.
Yeah, there's.
Okay.
At Roadside Protect, we do something really wonderful. We help people in need. So, have you ever been in a situation where you're broken down unexpectedly in the car, well, we help make those people's days better.
Our mission statement is no driver left behind. We accomplish this by offering white glove customer service 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Well, here at Roadside Protect, we have 250 agents across the country providing industry-leading roadside assistance when our customers need us most.
Our technology had us stuck in the past. We had issues with agents and dropping calls, inability to pull reports out of the system from previous days' work.
Our agents were getting frustrated because they were solving for technology problems instead of a customer problem. They could focus on technology and we could focus on taking care of our clients.
Delivered a complete suite of solutions to Roadside Protect, including the communications with the agents, insights for the analytics and reporting needs, and the managed services of security and operations in the cloud.
It's helped us develop and make new initiatives, whether it comes to reporting, automation, all these future goals that we've been looking forward to, and now we're seeing them come to light.
For the first time, the power of AI with Amazon is now open to us. That'll improve our overall customer's experience while integrating systems for our agents. Our partnership has far exceeded anything I was expecting. They've been there every step of the way. This by far has been the easiest conversion I've ever taken on in my 25 plus years in the contact center space. Since our partnership, our future is looking brighter than ever.
Awesome. Thank you, Randy. So now with that, I want to ask a question. You shared something on the video, but maybe you can highlight some of the business challenges you have and how do you benefit to get over with Amazon Connect?
Sure, if you want to
Yes.
pull up the next slide. So when we took on Amazon Connect and started it up, we used Amazon Connect at its most basic functionality, strictly voice ACD call delivery. We left our long distance carriers where they laid. Our auto attendants were also with a long distance carrier. The system itself with a long distance carrier was antiquated and we needed to come off of it. But more importantly, we were flying blind. Our data sets were limited. We had a lot of back office work, which at that time we were managing through aux codes. So we had our group of aux code cowboys doing back office work. We had no idea really how long things were taking for the tasks that they were working on. At times things would deliver into the system from our clients. They would watch it. We'd have 2 or 3 agents go in and grab the same event and work it together. Other times when the call center was busy, we had delays in service on those items sitting and queued up in our dispatch platform. So it was with this that we reached out to NeonNow to build out. We wanted the power of Amazon Connect. We wanted our customers to be able to communicate with us in the means that they want to communicate with, whether it's email, chat, call, automation, and all things in between. And we started our relationship. So where we started with all of this was the build out of our analytics first. So we wanted to see how we were really running, what was it costing us. And from a functionality perspective, in utilizing the self-service portion, we had to go get the things that we needed to take care of first. So we transitioned our long-distance carrier with the help of NeonNow. We then built out our reporting and analytics, which really showed us some of the things that we needed to address right away. And it was there we discovered, boy, did we have a lot of projects we needed to kick off to help get us to where we wanted to be, with better efficiencies in the call center, better performance from a customer's perspective, and tighter communication. In the roadside services business, time is of the essence. So any of these delays makes a longer experience for a customer who's broken down on the side of the road, as you saw in the video that you just watched.
So what's the benefit? I know we talked about a little bit, especially the 1,000% ROI we got. Give us a little bit more details.
Yeah, so first off, the things that we wanted to do weren't doable just a few months before. With our auto attendants, the lack of data, we couldn't get the automation set up in our configuration that we had self-imposed on ourselves. We started automating the back office work, and we were turning the aux code cowboys into the next available agent, where tasks were being created between our dispatch platform and Amazon Connect and delivering to the next available agent. So instead of 3 agents watching the pool of dispatches coming in, and hopefully somebody grabs it soon, it would come in and then route off as a task to the next available agent. So just in that alone, we have an omni-channel presence now with agents handling an inbound call. Next is the task. And within those tasks, just to talk about what that looks like, we have links embedded in those tasks that brings up the next service that they're to work on. They click the link once the task is delivered to them, and they're able to work on it. The other things that we've worked on and we've identified through this process was the automation of QA. Now, not full automation, and we're never going to replace our QA teams and our contact centers, but there's a lot of metrics today that our QA team spends a lot of time on. Was the greeting correct? Did they overtalk the customer? Did they ask them if they were in a safe location, and those things alike? So we've been in the process of setting that up, and we're in testing right now, and we're doing manual pulls and testing on the same calls that the system is set up and looking at today. And we're at 95% attainment of what we see is what the system is seeing. Our goal is to be at 98%, but we're planning on rolling that out here in the next couple of weeks. The biggest one is our back office work. And while not going into great detail on what that was, we're a service delivery organization, and it's key for us to validate that services have been completed. We were spending, as small as we are, 200 plus seats, over $1.5 million a year in labor alone, following up and making sure that these work tasks had been completed. Through our work with Amazon AI, and NeonNow, we've been able to automate that process. We have contained 80% of it through automation. We've reduced staffing. The agents aren't thrilled with it, but we're putting them on other things because we continue to grow. But we were containing 80%. Our initial investment to get this work done, we've already realized ROI on it in 6 weeks. We are going to be at 1,000% just on this project alone, year 1. And that number will just continue to grow as our business continues to grow and those functions continue on.
Awesome. Thank you. Those are great metrics. And I heard your NPS scores also goes up too, right?
Yeah, you know, one of the questions I was asked recently is, what do our customers think? We haven't heard a word from them, not a word. Nobody's called. We didn't tell them we were automating some of these processes. But what we did see is our net promoter scores went up. So our customers like it. We're being told indirectly through our CSAT surveys that we've improved the overall customer experience. We've saved some money, and we're able to invest that in other places in our organization.
Great story. Thank you so much. And now you heard from Randy, there are a lot of projects kicked in. How do you be able, sorry, I know you have a question. We'll get the Q&A in the end, just 1 minute. Yeah, so how do you get quick started, right? There's a lot of projects. You don't have really enough resources. And then I would like Rob to be able to answer those questions. And what exactly how you automate the process and help your customer to get started quickly?
Yeah, absolutely. So our focus at NeonNow is to really understand your business very quickly and then understand how we can add the most value to it with our knowledge of Amazon, AWS, and the contact center technologies, and how they can be applied to your business. So when we looked at it as working with Randy and his team, and we're a little bit old school, we go on site. We sit with people at their desk. We actually see what's happening, how they do their job. And then from that, we get the insight, how can technology most benefit them? As you say in tasks, which a lot of people in contact centers don't understand what tasks are. Some people call them work items. Basically, it's something you're going to deliver, just like you would a call or a chat, to an agent that gives them everything they need to accomplish that bit of work. You know, maybe it's a follow-up to make sure, in this case, did the tow truck get there? Is the person safe? Is their vehicle on the way to where it needs to go? And automating that through the tasks inside of Amazon Connect gives the improved efficiency, but as Randy said, it also gives you that visibility. You know exactly what happened, when it happened, and who did the work for it. So, you know, I'm sure everyone here has had at some point car trouble. And if you're in downtown Dallas, you may get a tow truck in 10 minutes. If you're in rural Florida, it may take you an hour and a half. And that variability has to be accounted for in your automation. We have to make sure you know exactly what's going to happen, the system knows how to track it, and then tell the right people automatically or manually that something is wrong and we need help with this one.
If I could,
Yeah.
The other great thing about it is it's available in reporting live, day of, next day. If you want to go in and take a look at your handling time for these tasks, for the previously not seen back office functions, it's in the scorecards now. So the handle time, the after call work, the things that are still happening, you know, in our work, there's still calls that are happening even though it's delivered as a task. Plus these events are recorded in contact lens. So if you want to go in and take a look, if you have to go back and look at an event, what did the agent see, what did they get? You go into the call recording in contact lens and go into the attributes and you drop the link into a browser and it pulls up the email that the agent had, including the link and the information that they wrote back to the customer when services were set up. So from that perspective, it is great, and it's really the best of both worlds.
Yeah, and it's not just that validation, but as Randy said earlier, we're getting that voice of the customer included into this. We're sending out to them, maybe it's the one question satisfaction survey, maybe it's deeper, but all of that can be very contextual. It'll be based on what that customer's experience was, what happened to them. And then all that data goes right into the data lake. One of the key things about Amazon is data is king. And the system has been built to capture everything that happens, put it into the data lake or the data repository, and then expose it out. So you have dashboards, you have the reports, you have real-time alerts. We all know we would never have an agent use profanity talking to a customer, but if they do, you want that flashing red on a screen the minute it happens. Those type of real-time alerts are possible because contact lens, you turn it on, it's listening to the conversation. Not only is it transcribing it, it's giving you the sentiment of the agent and the customer separately, and it's giving you those alerts. Maybe there's long periods of silence, the agent's not talking, the customer's not talking. Why is that? That shouldn't happen. They should be interacting. You can report on it, you can get alerted on it, and then you can do the trend analysis and really understand how that's happening. All of that came together. We talk about the 1000% ROI. It wasn't just a great title for the session. It's an actual measured data that we did because we, in that first year, are realizing over 12 times the initial cost to implement this project. And that 1000% is not lifetime, that's annual. And as Randy said, it's going to go up year by year because we're just going to continually evolve the process for it.
How long does it take, the project? Can you share? How long does it take to the whole automation project?
Yeah, are you good with that?
Yeah. So,
yeah, it was about from initial discovery to the design, the development, and the testing. It took us less than 8 weeks. So it was about a 6.5 week project. There were some holidays and some other interruptions in there. So 6 weeks of effort over 8 calendar weeks would be a pretty good summary for it. Awesome. Now granted, awesome team at his place. They knew their stuff very well. So it was very efficient in gathering the requirements, getting the design, get it out there. Other projects will take longer. We've got another project with a customer that's going to take 2.5 years to do. But that's based on their company, their complexity. We all know what that's like when we deal with contact center staff and the organizations. But it really is, we are designed, both as NeonNow and our partnership with Amazon, to move as fast as the customer is ready and deliver that maximum benefit in the shortest amount of time that they can support.
Awesome. Yeah.
Make sense?
Can you give a little bit more history about the CloudWave and NeonNow? I know we use multiple names here, please.
Yeah, and let me explain that real quick because people get confused. NeonNow is our US division for our Amazon Connect partnership. It's also the name of our flagship product. When we came over from Australia, which is where the parent company is, there's already a CloudWave partner of AWS here in the US. So we couldn't use the same name, it gets too confusing. So we brand ourselves as NeonNow. The two are interchangeable. You'll see CloudWave some places, NeonNow the other. Call us anything you want except late for dinner. I'm fine with it. History-wise, CloudWave started back in 2017 when Amazon Connect was first launched. And they already had a very successful Twilio Gold partnership building contact center solutions for companies that delivered fast and got the value they needed. They saw Amazon Connect launch, knew that it was going to change the industry, and spun up a parallel practice to support Amazon Connect like they do their Twilio customers. Funny, at that same time, I was actually a former Amazon employee. I was one of the founding creators of the Connect platform and spent 4 years at Amazon working with Jing and the other people. It was awesome. And then moved into the partner ecosystem because I knew that I could delight customers more and deliver more for the customers, having the power of Amazon, but the freedom to do what the customers needed. With that history, I mean, we have 16 different credentials and certifications with Amazon. Everyone on our staff that works in Amazon Connect is AWS certified, and we continually evolve with the customers. You know, working with Jing and the Unlimited AI program that came out recently, we've already trained up our staff, we're building it into our platform, and more importantly, into our solutions to make sure you get that benefit to the maximum possible as quickly as possible.
Okay, so
Yeah.
now, your methodology,
jump right in.
please.
So everyone knows that the 3P model, it's timeless. You need good people using good products and good process. What we've tried to do is productize that and make it a robust framework that we apply with all our customers. We could not have done a 6 to 8 week deployment with Randy if we didn't have a proven methodology, deep knowledge of the products, and people, not only in NeonNow, but in the customer, that know what they're doing, know how to articulate it, and can share it with us. You know, as I said before, I'm very old school. I walk the floor. I walk behind the cubes. I look over shoulders. Hey, what are they doing? Oh, we could make that better. Or why do they do that? And that's where the people come into play, whether it is the person that is picking up the scraps of paper they shouldn't have been writing on, all the way up to the person running WFM, or the C-suite that has to say, you know, do more for less money. We really focus on making sure the people have the right products and use the right process to deliver those efficiencies.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the top secret, right? So now
Yeah.
Rob has such a great services, and how you can help our customer, and these incentives program to help us.
Yeah, and this is, oddly enough, this came out earlier this year based on the need of a customer. We had a customer, they're in the healthcare space, they only had 15 agents. We all know migrating a contact center gets expensive. They couldn't afford it. They didn't have the budget, they didn't have the need based on what their business needed. So we were like, okay, worked with CEO, what do you need and what do you have to spend? And from that came our Quick Start program. What NeonNow has done, and we didn't really talk about the software, but we're what's called an overlay onto Connect. You need all the features of the contact center. Amazon, we like to say it's the world's best set of Legos. You can build anything you want. Sometimes you want them to build the Death Star and you just play with it. So what NeonNow is 100+ features pre-built on top of AWS to give you everything you need. You know, you need work codes or disposition codes. You need recording control where you can pause it or stop it. You needed to know, are you in a one-party or two-party jurisdiction for recording? Do I need to get permission? All those features we pre-built into the platform to make it so that you can get up running very quickly. And then we said, you know what, you don't just want the basics, you want the full power. So Unlimited AI is part of our Quick Start. You get all the power that we've been talking about up here for AI out of the box with the Quick Start. You get a full BI engine. You get, if anyone's familiar with it, QuickSight is the BI engine of AWS on top of an Athena data lake. Complete open architecture. You get a team that knows how to design your analytics that you want. All they have to do is know the AWS product. You want us to do it? Full managed services. We do everything from break glass if the world is ending, down to you need Sally to be promoted up to a supervisor. Completely customized to what you want to do. And the big thing with the Quick Start, we do it in less than 2 weeks. You know, when have you ever been delivered a contact center platform measured by 10 days, not 10 months or 3 years? Fully functioning platform, and part of that is discovery. As I said, we're going to sit down with you. What do you need and what do you not care about? You don't need tasks. We're never going to say it again in the process. but you need chat to be very aware and to look into your CRM, know who this person is and how they want to interact. That's what we do the discovery. We build out your environment for you. Less than a week, they say I have to say 10 days. And then we hand it to you, and then we give you, you'll see we call it DIY support. It's do-it-yourself, it's training support. Very few companies are new to a call center. Oh, I just set up a company and I want to make a call center. Usually you have one, you have a platform, your people know how to accomplish your business, they just don't know how to use the technology of Amazon because they haven't used it before. So we pull in 90 days worth of DIY or training support. You ask us how to do something, we explain to you how to do it. You want us to do it, you want help, you want an automation project like his, that's great. We talk about it, big enough, we define a statement of work, we give you a cost, and then if you want it, we do it. If you want to do it yourself, that's great too. So it really is designed to quickly start your journey into Amazon Connect, give you all the power of Amazon's customer obsession and AI in a working environment in less than 2 weeks. Does that make sense?
Wow, yeah. No SOW.
Yeah.
Less than 2 weeks, and 100+ features.
Yep, and it's all for 10 grand flat price.
So if anybody is stuck as a POC or trials, trying to testing, you know where to find help. And also, don't forget, we do offer 3 months for free for workforce management, 2 months for conversational analytics, and 1 month for evaluation, including automation and Gen AI. So you see, you don't have to pay for all those AI services, and you also get much cost-effective services with it.
You just reminded me one thing I'd like to mention real quick. I just checked we're not over time yet. Is QA, as Randy was saying, is both objective and subjective. Something we just rolled out and rolled into our Quick Start program was taking contact lens, all of the transcription, the keyword analysis, the script adherence, sentiment analysis, keywording, and built it into an objective scoring engine for QA, for your evaluations, feeds right into the data lake, and now the QA agents, they get a report that comes up and says, you have to listen to these. Profanity, profanity hung up on the customer. You should listen to these because they have low scores on them. These all have high scores, everyone was happy, the mission was accomplished. Listen if you want, but they're pretty much self-service. And we've rolled out that automated QA scoring as part of the Quick Start. So we will ask you, what are your keywords? What do you care about? Put that into the auto scoring, and then that's your basis for starting to customize your automated QA for it. Does that make sense?
I know that a lot of customers be asking me, what's the best practice of automated QA, right? So you know our partners have their experience, have done it. They have done it, they have supported it, and they know the best practices too. All right, so.
One last thing.
Go ahead.
Yeah, they said we couldn't do this unless we had at least 4 QR codes in the presentation. So this right here, very simple. Call to action. If you want to talk more, if you want to hear what we can do for you, if you want to share what it is that you're looking for and needs, scan that. It'll ask a couple of questions. We'll get together after the show, but not till next week because I got to travel tonight. Yeah. And then we will do whatever we can to help you solve your problems with Amazon and NeonNow.
Awesome. And I wish everybody can get 1,000% ROI out of it too. Thank you. So I guess now is our Q&A time. I know there's a lady right there. Please. Sorry, there's a mic?
The auto scoring of the contacts. Yeah, that's what I was talking about with the QA.
Can you repeat the question first?
Yeah, so the question was about the auto scoring of contacts. And what we're talking about there is we're going to do contact lens, which is the automated analysis of every contact. Okay. It'll do transcription of the voice to turn it digital. If it's already chat or SMS, it'll just be digital. It will look, did they adhere to the script? I define the script that says, first question, are you in a safe place? Mm-hmm. At the end, have we met what you needed? And then in between, the pieces of script of what they need to do. And then you bring into that the sentiment. You know, a neutral sentiment is 0. If they're happy, it goes up to like +5. If they're mad, angry, the customer just yelled at you for something, it's going to go into the negative. All of that can be built into formulas in the data lake to give a score to the contact. You define those business criteria of how you want the score formed, then it just becomes an attribute that we're reporting on or maybe alerting on. If we have something that has a bottom 20 percentile score, we want to immediately have it pop up on a dashboard, show up in red, so even though the call's done, the supervisor knows I should go look at that. I should see the transcript. I should see the color bar of the whole call where I can see the greens, the reds, the talkovers, or the silence, and build that into the automated scoring to give you real-time analysis of those. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Awesome.
Thank you.
I see there was a question somewhere. Any more questions? No? Okay, I got a question for you guys. So what is anybody has a QA team here, like check your agent performance? What's the percentage of contact you can audit every month? Everybody have any data to share? Anybody? Right now? You do manually?
Yeah, here's your mic. Yeah.
Yeah, so we do it manually, and when we have new agents, we try to do 10% of their calls.
Okay.
For existing agents, about 5% of their calls. But
Awesome.
we've got 3 supervisors, we've got 25 agents, and they spend a lot of time listening to calls.
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. Don't you want 100% for your new hires?
Yeah,
Right?
sure.
Don't you want to save some of your QA agents' time reading the whole 30 minutes calls to be able to figure out what it is? And that's where the automation can help you to be able to do.
Yeah, and your staffing similar to another customer that I dealt with last year. And what we did with them, we took that same auto scoring we were talking about and wrote trend analysis reports for them. So they could see the change in performance of the agents over time. They did something really innovative I hadn't even thought of. They used that to trigger retraining for agents. When somebody was having their efficiency go down or one of their KPIs was decreasing, it would trigger a task saying you need to go in and either have a one-on-one and coach this agent or put them back into training for a week to get them back up to speed. That trend analysis, we've all done that, we're all familiar with it, but having that trigger into training was something unique that I just hadn't seen.
And by the way, 5% is actually high in the general market, trust me. I heard a lot of 2%, right? And also, same thing is about it's really not about replacing your QA team, that's the key. It's really help give you the data sample, enough data to your QA agent, so now they know where to focus on agent training and dive deep. That's where it is. It's really not eliminate the whole QA team, right? That's all automation helps. We assist your QA team be more impactful, make more business value to the team.
Yep. Yeah.
Awesome.
From Roadside Protect, what QA tool you are using when you migrated to Amazon Connect?
I'm sorry, what QA tool is it?
Yes,
Okay, so the question is what QA tool. The QA evaluations and the analytics are all natively part of the Amazon Connect platform. So we talked about the unlimited AI. It used to be evaluations were a feature that if you used it, you paid for it. And it was, I think it was like $12 or $16.
Yeah, $12 per agent per month.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how many you evaluate. You can evaluate one, that's $12. Okay. You evaluate 1,000 calls for that agent, it's $12.
Yeah.
So that's why automation makes a lot of sense.
Yep, and that's where the unlimited AI that just came out is so valuable because it has 9 or 10 different capabilities built into it. If you were doing contact lens for transcription and sentiment, plus evaluations, plus forecasting, scheduling, capacity planning, they all added up. Okay. It got complex, it got expensive. So Amazon recognized that and said, okay, let's just have one fixed price. It's the equivalent to about 1.5 of the features is the actual cost, and you get the other 10.5 as part of it without having to think about it. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yep, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the 1 month for free is the QA tool in Amazon Connect.
Yep.
1 month for free. Okay.
Yeah. And one quick note about that, where I'm the partner representing you versus being an Amazonian before. We work with you, make sure we don't turn on that free month, because once you turn it on, it starts the clock, until you're ready for it. And we've built out the pieces we've prepped for you. A lot of times you get one of those free samples for like 30 or 90 days, and you're 2/3 of the way through the time before you have anything useful to do with it. So we really try and make sure in a situation like that, we turn it on for you once you're ready to really see the power of it and utilize it.
Awesome.
Sorry if that affects your revenue.
Oh, I don't care. As long as I help you get your business goals.
Yeah.
Any other questions?
Yeah, any business-centric questions that Randy can answer for you?
Yeah.
Him and his team have been rock star to work with because we're pushy. We are there to deliver for you as much as we can, as fast as we can, and very seldom does he hit me with a 2x4. So, got to call him out for that.
And one more thing I forgot, I should have put this one. Okay, those are our linking numbers. If you want to scan them or they link those, so yeah, you can reach out to us, Randy, Robert, and myself, and anytime, get more details, ask more questions, yeah. And again, this is a great journey with both Robert and also Randy, and great turnout, and hope everybody can also work with us together to get the same 1,000% ROI again.
Yep. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to kick us off stage in a minute. We'll be around either here or outside after this. Want to talk one-on-one, please feel free to grab us. If not, as she said, grab our LinkedIn, reach out. Happy to sit down, set up a call, talk, and see really how we can help you. If we can't, we're going to be the first to say that.
Yeah.
But if we can add value to you, we are eager to do that.
Okay, I think it's time, probably lunchtime, I guess.
Yep.
Thank you.